Welcome, my Elder Scrolls loving, Thalmor killing, adventure slaying friends to another Elder Scrolls video. I'm your host, Braith the Monster. Oh, she's so scary. No, please don't hit me again. I promise, I'll pay you next week, I swear. Where today we'll be going into another hardest decision in Skyrim for your character's morals and for gameplay standards. And today's decision is all about the plague in Skyrim, that is, adoption. Because it's Skyrim, a game. Oof. Skyrim gives you a multitude of opportunities to adopt a child, bringing about some benefits in the game and making you not just Dragonborn, but Dadbodborn. Hero. Yeah, let's go with that. So sit back, relax, and get ready as we delve into another decision in Skyrim, one on why you should adopt a child in Skyrim. So I made a video on why you should get married in Skyrim a while back, and I guess if you enjoy the role of family-born more than you do the Dragonborn, then this little tweak will make your life even better. Alongside having a wife in Skyrim, you can also adopt children to reap even more benefits, because what better than a bunch of positives? Because it's certainly not a bunch of negatives. You hear me, Oblivion Vampire? I want to love you! If you have the Hardfire DLC installed, you will be able to adopt children. That's the only requirement to do so, as it's the DLC that added the option in. And from here, you will have a multitude of options to go with. You will come across children randomly around the world of Skyrim. Children like Lucia, who are wandering around Whiterun, and Blaze, who are wandering around Katla's farm and Solitude. Whoever you choose, it is up to you. Alongside having a list of children to adopt from the get-go, you can also adopt a child from the Rift and Orphanage, if you have killed Grelod for the Dark Brotherhood. But that's not all, my evil friends. You can also murder certain parents, causing their children to be sent to the orphanage, which in turn you can adopt. I crap you not, my friends. They thought that far into it. It's pretty dark, actually, if you think about it. You for some reason don't believe me? Go kill Amryn and Saphir in Amryn's house in Whiterun, and you will find Braith can be adopted. Which, if for some reason you want that, if for some strange reason, just don't, please. So of course you can only adopt a child if you have a house for them to go to, so make sure you have a spare bed in your build house or a child's room from one of the preset houses you can buy in Skyrim. You may have to switch out rooms, but once you do that, just collect a child, tell them to go to your required house, and boom, you now have a child who you can take care of and gain some benefits from having for your travels around Skyrim. So let's talk about them. So you would think something as simple as adoption in a video game wouldn't have a lot to it, but I found adoption in Skyrim is one of the more advanced mechanics in terms of what the children can actually do. It's pretty cool, but it also isn't really saying much about the game, is it? Whoever decided to put this mechanic in the game actually wanted it to be something worth the player's time doing so. I know it was made during the game jam they did for content that later came into the game. So how can you benefit from adopting a child in the harsh lands of Skyrim once you get them to their home? Well, there's a few things. You will know they are your child because they will either refer to you as Mama or Papa, depending on whether or not you are a male or a female Dragonborn in your Skyrim game. You can have various interactions with them, like playing a game with them, giving them gifts, asking them to do chores and such things, but it doesn't just end there. No, the children have better AI than Lydia. Unique interactions will pop up here and there with them. Some include them bringing a pet home and asking you can they keep it, asking you for an allowance because you aren't Dragonborn, you are Moneyborn. Remember that. They will play games with other children in the city and from time to time will give you a gift, something as small as a blue mountain flower where you can turn around and suffocate them with it because flowers aren't for me. I am Dragonborn. Me smash everything with big weapons. Or you could just take the thing, you know. It's not really that big of a deal. You know, the more I think about it. Lucia, more flowers, please. I also forgot to mention the fact that you get the gift of charity every time you give your child the allowance they ask for. But that's not all. You can also gain another bonus for just sleeping in the same house as your child. You can gain the father's love or mother's love bonus, which makes your healing potions or healing spells more effective for the duration of its time. Just look at all these effects. I told you guys you should do it, didn't I? Oh, also, I forgot to mention this, but you can also have two children, so if you thought one was annoying, oh boy, wait, just you wait. Siblings are so damn irritating. I would know, I have some. So if they get out of place, just bring Mike around. Now that I think about it, what would Mike think of me becoming a family man? I would never get to adventure with him, never slay monsters with him, never cook food with him again, serving it to people, then kicking them in the shins. I'll miss those times, but we must all move on in life. Or what if I adopted Mike? Yes. So I'm gonna be dead honest about this one. I came home one day from my adventures in Skyrim, and there was a goddamn fox in my house. So my instinct was to kill it. So that's what I did, and I don't look back at it at all. But here's the thing. I turn around after hearing, wah, wah. Wasn't that obviously, but it was just Lucia complaining. That's what I usually hear, right? Because she brought it home, but I had no idea. I thought a stray fox just came in, but yeah, it was my child's pet. So I came home from work and murdered my child's pet in front of her eyes. And honestly, I don't have a single regret about any of this. So let's have a talk about the pets, because this is one of those things that really seal the deal. You have a wife, you have 2 kids, a brother and a sister, and then you get a pet. You can't be any more family than that. Next, you will take a vacation or something, and just don't. There's no need for such a hassle. Just dig a hole, tell them to sit in it, and then shout, "We've arrived in Morthal," because isn't that the equivalent city to a hole? Big burn, big burn. So your child can bring home a skeever, a rabbit, a fox, a snow fox, or, are you ready, a goddamn mud crab, but it's not called Ronald, and I'm very, very disappointed about this. Ronald would have been such a better name than Pincer. What kind of crappy, uncreative name is Pincer? Ronald is so much cooler. Oh, did I also mention you can have a pet and a dog at the same time? Dogs might follow your children home sometimes, and they will ask you to keep it too. You know, as I write this script, after all the research, I'm starting to rethink my decision. By the time you decided to get 1 child, your house has 5 more things in it, all because of that 1 child. Oh, and you have a flower too. Let's not forget about flower, the most important element of this video. I'll just mention in minor detail some of the other things you can do in terms of interactions, and that's because why the heck not? You're Dragonborn. You can do whatever the heck you want, my friend. All that raw power and raw strength. So if your children are having a quarrel, you can interrupt them and stop them, leading them to eventually stop fighting altogether. Depending on the location you live in, your spouse will have different things to say about where you are raising your children. AKA, if you are in Riften, they will worry your child will grow up to be a pickpocket or something. If you do butcher the child's pet, they won't talk to you for days. But they can get a new pet every 15 days, so don't worry if you accidentally set it on fire or something. We all do it from time to time. When giving allowance, you can range from giving them nothing to giving them 1,000 gold, because nothing beats bringing up a spoiled brat in the world of Skyrim. If only things could have been different, Nazim. Some of the gifts your children give you can be ingredients, soul gems, clothes, jewelry, potions, or ores. So that's always a thing. The child's clothes and toys you see around Skyrim, give them to your child. It will make them happy and keep them out of your hair, which is what you want, of course. And the last thing I'll tell you is to play hide and seek with your child. Once you do that, let them hide and then just yeet yourself out into the middle of Skyrim somewhere. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say on all this. It's got a lot of benefits to have a child just in the background, but if your character isn't one to have families, you don't have to. It's just a game anyway, my friends. But hopefully that ties some things up, because a lot of people still don't know the full benefits of adopting children in Skyrim. I always tend to adopt Lucia. I feel bad for the kids. Their parents probably died in the war, so you want to bring a smile to someone's face, don't you, fellow Dragonborns? Anyways, guys, that's it for today's video though. Please do make sure to leave a like if you liked the video, and leave a dislike if you didn't like the video. Also, follow me on all my social links like Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat. Also, if you enjoyed the video and want to see more, make sure to subscribe to the channel. I post a couple of times every week and stream here and there, so look out for either of them if you like the channel. My favorite thing on YouTube is to look through my comments, so leaving some feedback for me to take in or a suggestion is always welcome. If not, I hope you enjoyed the video anyway, and I am happy to continue making them. But as always, my friends, I hope you have a good day, week, month, or year, and I will see you all next time.